Hey YouTube, Chris here. I know I've been away for a little while, but I've got some new pedals and wanted to make a couple new videos to update the channel with. Today I'm going to be talking about a brand new or fairly new wah pedal that's recently come out by Xotic, a company in California, and it is the XW-1, the Xotic Wah, which I've got right here. This is a pretty awesome pedal. I mean, first off, it looks stunning. It looks like an Apple product or something like that with the white and the chrome look. Unique wah pedal, definitely. And it sounds great, it looks great, and the functionality is a lot better than a regular wah. I've been using a standard Dunlop Crybaby for many, many years now, and just recently was finding it just wasn't giving me the sound or any sort of tweakability that I wanted. And there are other wahs out there that allow for tweakability and whatnot, but as I did my research, this guy came up and I'd read a lot of good things about Xotic products. I hadn't tried any of their pedals, but I took a chance on this one and it is absolutely awesome. You'll notice that first off, the pedal itself is smaller. I think it's a 20% smaller footprint than a regular wah. It's also a lot lighter. It's not quite the brick that my Crybaby is. The advantage of having a smaller pedal is that there's less space taken up on your pedal board, so you've got more real estate for other pedals if you want that. You'll also notice the other really awesome part of this pedal is the tweakability of these knobs that are on the side. You have 4 knobs to aid to the process of control. You've got bias, you've got wah Q, you've got treble, and you've got bass, and we'll demo those with some clean sounds and some dirty sounds as well. The Xotic Wah XW-1 is based on the original Clyde McCoy wah. Clyde McCoy was an American trumpeter, and the wah-wah pedal essentially was built originally for the trumpet, as odd as that might sound, and it later became used on guitars, and people like Eric Clapton and Jimi Hendrix popularized it, obviously. But Vox originally packaged it up in the sort of form we know with the pot and the adjustable pedal, and Thomas Organ Company then made the Crybaby in its sort of most famous incarnation. The Xotic Wah features some innovative aspects. According to their website, it has a self-lubricating nylon bushing pivot for quiet and smooth operation. It's got gold contact relay true bypass. And another interesting thing about the pedal is it has a fuzz-friendly buffering circuit, which means that this wah pedal will work much better with fuzz pedals. Unlike the Crybaby or other conventional wah pedals, the Xotic Wah has a red LED light that illuminates when the foot pedal is engaged. It's a little bit challenging to see because obviously your foot is in the way, but if you step off the pedal, you'd be able to tell from the light, which is a nice touch. When you open the Xotic Wah, you have several dip switches on the inside and an internal gain trimmer where you can boost the volume if you want a louder wah. It'd be a little better if they were on the outside of the pedal because it's challenging when you have to open the pedal up and whatnot, but they are there if you want to have that level of experimentation. There's a switch for activating treble extension, or if you turn it off, it's a bit darker in tone. There's a presence cut, and there's also a wah Q frequency, which you can enhance the vowel frequency of the wah Q if you want as well. We're going to be playing this through my Fender Stratocaster into my using Kesner Tubemeister 36 amp mic'd with a Sennheiser E906. So let's check it out. Okay, I'm on the neck pickup here, and here's the clean sound of the guitar. Here it is with the Xotic Wah. All the controls are set at noon right now, and I'll tweak them as we go. Okay, so a nice sounding wah pedal. I'm going to adjust the bias now. So let's turn the bias all the way up and hear the difference. So here it is with everything at noon, and then the bias, I'm going to turn it up and you'll hear the difference there. Okay, so there's a lot more of a whine kind of tone to it when you're cranking up the bias there. I personally actually do crank it up in my live setup, and I like that particular sound. Now I'll play it with the bias all the way up, and then I'll go to it all the way off so you can hear the tonal difference of that. So here it is up, and then I'll roll it off. Okay, so you can hear, it kind of loses some of that quality that it has. If you want that oomph and that why kind of value to it, you probably want to turn the bias up or leave it in the middle. And you will notice there's a bit of a noise sound as you move it for some reason. I've seen this in other videos and I'm not exactly sure why, but you can kind of set your bias the way you want and you won't have that, obviously. You can hear the sound of the pot moving inside there and creating that noise for whatever reason. It's back to noon. Let's play with the bias, the wah Q, which is the second of the knobs. Here it is at 12 o'clock. I'll turn it all the way up, and then I'll turn it all the way back, just like I did with the other one. So here it is at 12. And here it is backed off. Okay, so again, similar bias, you're working with both of them in conjunction, but the Q is giving you more of that whine quality. And again, I kind of like to turn it all the way up myself. All right, treble, 12 o'clock. And I'm just sitting on a pentatonic scale in D here, just to keep it all kind of uniform, nothing fancy. Treble all the way up. Okay, so way more sharp, obviously, you're adding treble. Here it is rolled off all the way, the treble. Now obviously you can adjust treble and bass with your tone controls on your guitar if you want to, or your amp, but this just gives you that extra bit of tweakability if you need that. The last knob is the bass knob, and I'll turn that all the way up and all the way down again. So again, it sounds thinner, type thing, obviously, because you're taking some of the bass out of that. What I want to do now is, personally, I like to sort of turn the bias and the Q up almost all the way, the bias all the way, Q not quite all the way, and then depending on the amp I'm going into, I'll adjust the treble and bass. I'm going to leave the treble and bass at noon just for the purposes of this demo. I'm going to play the pedal, everything at noon, and then I'll turn the bias and the Q all the way up, and just to give you that comparison. Let's play in a different key here just to switch it up. So here it is, I'll play in G here, and again, I'm just doing the standard kind of thing just for the purposes of this demonstration. Here it is at noon, and then I'll adjust the bias and Q so you can hear the difference there. Okay, and then here it is with them both cranked up. Let's hear the pedal now with a bit of dirt to it. I've got the gain turned up to about 75% of the wah, so it's not fully distorted, and you can still hopefully hear some clarity. And I'll try it on the neck pickup and then the bridge. And I'm going to do the same kind of thing. I'm going to just have it at noon. I'll do neck and bridge, and then I'll turn the bias and the Q all the way up and do neck and bridge as well, so you can get that kind of a sampling. And here it is with the wah, everything on noon. And there you have it, the Xotic Wah, the XW-1, awesome pedal, looks fantastic, it's got great specs. The only downside of this pedal is it's about triple the cost of a regular wah pedal, so you know, if you really love your wahs, it's worth it. And I really do actually like it live, and it does give you that extra bit of definition and clarity. But you know, if you're on a budget, you know, a good old Crybaby is still a decent pedal, and there are plenty of other wahs that you can look at. Dunlop offers all sorts of signature models as well. So the best thing you can do is do your research, go to the store if you can, try some out, and you know, pick what's right for you ultimately. But I really like this pedal, and I'll do another video with a shootout against a regular Crybaby pedal. That'll come as the part 2 of this video. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time.